End of the line.
She came home.
Carlyle's lost an empire. You fall hard enough, you tend to be reminded of what truly matters. So, the end of the line. You ready for this?
Are you? Who will you be, without a score to settle?
I guess the world's most wanted fugitive will have to do.
Alexa.
Alexa Carlyle is dead. According to the funeral invitation, that is. So naturally, it caused quite a stir when the late matriarch turned up at the breakfast table,
假死的吧
alive and kicking. Carlyle, wisely sensing that her number is up, has emerged from exile to tie up loose ends and secure the Carlyle legacy. She may be a monster, but you have to admire her due diligence. Carlyle descends from an ancient line of warrior aristocrats. Her great-grandfather made a killing in the Second Opium War and established an empire in shipping, railroads, and newspaper publishing. While largely unknown to the public, the family still asserts its quiet dominance over global transport and logistics, media,
鸦
and
片啊
technology.
曾祖父卖鸦片的
Alexa Carlyle is cold as ice, tough as nails, and sharp as a razor. Incidentally, it was her late father who first brought the three families together after the end of World War II at this very house, meaning that this gentleman is the birthplace of Providence.
It began here, and it ends here. Talk about poetic.
One more thing. According to our intel, Carlyle keeps a case file on the Constant. Information that may be helpful in his recapture, so don't leave the estate without it.
诶，又假死了？
Happy hunting,
还没
47.
死的吧？
See you on the other side.
Thornbridge Manor. The Carlyle family's home for countless generations. The Revenant Alexa Carlyle and her 3 adult children, younger brother Zachary, grandson, and daughter-in-law, are all gathered to conduct Carlyle's sham funeral. Curiously, Carlyle summoned a famous London PI soon after arriving this morning, but his purpose at Thornbridge is yet unclear. Now, the target knows that you're coming, and her guard detail is top-notch. So Mr. Gray will secure their nearby field HQ and intercept all calls going in and out of the estate. Any appeal for backup is going to fall on very deaf ears. Good luck, gentlemen.
Oh. Death in the family. 英国。哇，好远啊！应该进不去的吧？这边是不是要？
This is a private area, sir. Phineas Whitmer, private investigator. I have an appointment with Madame Carlyle. Please wait.
Mr. Whitmer is here to see Madame Carlyle. You can go right in.
That is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator hired by Madame Carlyle this morning.
家侦探
I'm
啊
curious why he's here. Maybe you should do some detecting yourself, 47. A famous private investigator summoned by Alexa Carlyle has arrived at Thornbridge Manor. If you take his place, it may be an opportunity to get close to Madame.
好的，就跟着他吧。哦，看见我，我来草丛这边吧。然后上一集我就再重复去阅读了一下。 原来我们现在这个第3部的任务是说要找到这个公司 Providence， 然后这个 Providence 就是培养这种杀手出来的公司。我们要去找这些 Constant， 就是这个 Providence 这个公司的领头。 从这里进去。
Everything's just so strange. Preparing for Madam's funeral, and then she turns up alive. But then the awful business with her brother Zachary, and all this security. I've never seen the place guarded like this, and I dare say I don't like it at all.
方梅
Oh, by the way, I told Kate about those texts.
What did she say?
Well, I thought she'd be mad at me, but she just thanked me that she understood the position I was in. We had a really good talk about it, actually.
这里进去。
She's a sensible woman. And that stuff from your ex was like manipulation 101.
I know. I guess I thought she was gonna read into them and freak
So,
out.
I just need to check.
Say I must have
That's a
done
bit
something to
excessive,
provoke
I
her.
think,
Shit,
considering the
man.
fact that I
Caroline
spotted
really
no
did
less
a
than
number
2
on you.
routes to get inside the house unseen.
We know what we're doing, sir. Don't worry about that.
对啊，这里进去啊。那我要怎样进去啊？除非我干这个吧。哦，这里进去，已经好一点吧。然后找机会干他，给他进来，他进来了。这里躲着，看不见我。六。Disguise。这里，动。啊 ，Yes, baby. Good. 我直接去找这个 Alexa。可以呀。Meet Alexa Carlisle in the foyer. Okay.
Mr. Whitmer, thank you for coming on such short notice. A great tragedy has fallen upon us, and I need a quick resolution, handled with absolute discretion.
Results and discretion are my speciality.
Very well. I suppose you will want to start at the crime scene.
In my experience, a thorough examination of a potential crime scene is half the job done.
Good. Fernsby will take over from here.
I am Mr. Fernsby, the butler. Madam Carlisle has asked me to assist you in any way possible. Mr. Whitmer, I understand that you've travelled from London. Would you care for some refreshments? Or do you prefer to go straight to Mr. Zachary's sleeping quarters?
Start 吧。
I prefer to get started.
As you wish. If you'll follow me, sir.
他的管家 Fernsby。我们这里有发生凶杀案吗
I feel obliged to point out that current affairs surrounding Madame Carlisle are of a delicate nature. You may be familiar with the recent announcement of her death. You will probably learn that a staged funeral is scheduled to take place tomorrow. Madame's children were not informed until this morning that their mother was in fact not dead at all. So please bear with them if they seem affected by the rather unusual situation. I trust I do not need to remind you that there will be consequences if word gets out that Madame Carlisle is still alive.
哇，真的是假死了，他真的是假死。
Before you inspect the crime scene, I will tell you this. The case concerns the death of Mr. Zachary, Madame Carlisle's younger brother. He was found dead in his bed this morning. The door was locked from the inside, and a suicide letter was found in his room. However, Madame Carlisle suspects foul play and will not accept that he took his own life. I've prepared some information for you, so please do come and see me when you've finished your investigation of the crime scene. This is Mr. Zachary's room, to my right.
这里
A locked room murder mystery, 47. I trust you'll get to the bottom of this.
investigate。Zachary 他的 孙子的房间来的吧？这个，不是哦，他的小弟弟 Thornbridge Manor。什么东西？电脑吗？检查的笔电。
Zachary was shopping for new Wellingtons last night. Not
Boots 来的
exactly
吧
what
那
you
个
would expect from someone suicidal.
What to do?
Why don't you use your camera to scan the dead body, 47?
Throat markings indicate a rare, short-lived plant poison killed him. Spread shows time of death at around 10 o'clock last night.
You do know your poisons, 47.
哦，我要 scan 他的酒瓶吧？对，威士忌中毒身亡了，这个，然后自己的亲人杀掉的吧？哦，刀惨了，这个为什么我们要把它留在这里？哦，难道这衣橱有东西？那个书橱有些机关啊，这边。
A hidden door.
It's a secret passage. This could explain how the door was locked from the inside.
Oh. Floor plan.
A photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor.
边吧，打开。
I'm sure there's more to find in Zachary's room.
What？ 又要进回去？啊哈，这个 note。
Zachary's suicide note. Also, a sample of handwriting. It could be relevant to compare to other samples to establish its authenticity. I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
找管家吧，现在。一打开。这里离开。OK。这里下去。完了，侦查完毕。
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
Well, that means the staff were off duty. And Madame Carlyle and her security didn't arrive until this morning. That leaves Madame's family and myself as the only persons here when he died. And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi. I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here's the material that I've prepared for you. It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madame Carlyle.
Open the intel menu.
This is very useful information, 47.
Oh. Zachary's room. 对 ，Gregory Carlyle， 你的亲人吧？这个 oldest child of Alexa， 他大儿子，这个二儿子吧？这个 Edward， 最小的孩子，女儿 wife of Gregory, son of Emma and Gregory. 所以连管家也是其中一个嫌疑犯了。总共是有1、2、3、4、5、6个人。好的。
So how does one solve a murder mystery, 47? Motive, means, and opportunity, I believe. May I suggest you ask the suspects for alibis? Or perhaps do you prefer searching the manor for clues first?
Make sure you focus on your work.
I will.
I don't need one more maid crying in the kitchen. So
是
what?
他的儿子吧？这个
Don't worry about me.
Patrick Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Shit, it's that sneaky butler, isn't it? He ratted me out.
I think Patrick is giving you a really hard time. You deserve better than that, Lawrence.
It's not so
Elaine,
bad anymore. Used to
give
be
us some
much worse.
privacy, would you? Don't tell Mother, okay? She's really tense these days, and the last thing I need is more hassle. I took that pretty blonde, Rosie, for an evening stroll. I mean, how the fuck am I expected to cope for an entire weekend in this shithole? I'm bored out of my mind. So, is that it?
What did you think of Zachary?
Creepy as hell. No ambition. Imagine deciding to live in a museum. You know, Father says Zachary and Alexei used to be two of a kind. He had a great future ahead of him. Then suddenly, he just gave up everything. What an idiot. Thank God Daddy chose looks and brains over pedigree when he married Mummy. I don't have to worry about the inbreeding so customary in these circles. If that's all, I think I'll get back to my slow death by boredom.
Did you see anything suspicious last night?
No.
去问问他吧。
Tops himself. I know I would have. Or perhaps Mr. Fernsby. I don't like him. He could have done it.
嗯哼，这个斗鸡应该不会是他杀。那我就问看他，这是他大儿子吧
Gregory Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Oh, you're wondering about my alibi,
哎，
Mr.
不是我，
Well, I left Thornbridge
刚刚那个是这个的儿子哎。
for a pint with Edward. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been a fate worse than death. The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left.
Zachary 才是那个死
I stayed for the
者
last。shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Anything else you want to pry from my intricate intellect?
再
Tell
继
me
续
about
问看
Zachary.
Zach, huh. Such a sad old sod.
悲
A
伤
bit heavy on the bottle, but who could blame him?
老头子。
Only company he had was his rare plants and mother, who travels more than she stays here.
那是他老婆吧？
Honestly, I can't say which is the bigger ball. He's better off dead. Is that all? Not very thorough, are you?
Anything else you'd like to tell me?
Nothing really. I'm just enjoying the show. Our perfect mother obviously fucked up, didn't she? Faking her own death. You know, she's explained nothing to us. I think she's scared to own up to her own mistake.
没问题了吧？这个，那也问不出什么这样子的。问看他老婆吧。
Emma Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Surely I'm not a
他说的死者是昨晚10点钟晚上。
Well, I spent the evening with my family, but I got an awful migraine and had to take to bed. Everyone can attest to that. I believe I went up when the boys sat down for a drink around 8 o'clock. Anything else you want to know?
How did you feel about Zachary?
I might as well be honest. His presence was always awkward. But how do you have a meaningful conversation with a man who only cares about plants? In my opinion, Alexa bears some responsibility for how this ended. She supported his self-limiting behavior by letting him live here. Is that all?
Vicious activity.
Have you noticed anything else out of the ordinary?
Nothing special comes to mind.
什么可疑的
Except, perhaps I did get a feeling that Zachary was
可疑的
depressed,
现
not
象？
just sad. I suppose he realized that he had no one with Alexa gone. Even Alexa must feel the pangs of guilt over that one, letting him believe she was dead. Then again, guilt isn't her strong suit.
Tell it awful migraine. 有多个人呢？因为还有2个人呢，外面。这个吧，是其中一个嫌疑犯呢。
Rebecca Carlyle, can you tell me about yesterday?
这小女儿
We
吧
don't，really see much of each other, my brothers and I. I suppose it takes our mother's funeral to bring us together, and even then, it's not like we sit on each other's laps. Now, let's see. Patrick, Gregory's son, disappeared straight after dinner. You know, I think he might be in some sort of trouble. Edward wanted to go as well, but Gregory convinced him to stay for a few drinks before they went off for a pint at the local at 9:15. I swear Gregory enjoys Edward's discomfort over staying here. I had a conference call with my New York office at 9, so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room and went straight to bed afterwards. I don't know about Emma. She did act a bit strange. You know, I bet she was making lists for changes needing to be done once she gets her hands on Thornbridge Manor. Quite the shock she had when Mother arrived during breakfast. Is that everything, Mr. Whitmer? I do have a lot to see to.
Ask about 问更多
Tell me
关于
about
Zachary 的
Zachary.
东西。
Did he act strange last night?
You know, now you mention it, he was a lot more chatty than usual. He wanted to know about my connections in the publishing business. Apparently, a friend of his is writing a book, which strikes me as very peculiar. I didn't think he had any friends. Is there anything else you want to ask me?
什么可疑的现象？
Anything else you feel like mentioning?
I may be wrong, but I saw Mr. Fernsby, the butler, leave Zachary's room early this afternoon. And he seemed a bit startled when he saw me in the hallway. It's probably nothing. Oh, and one more thing. Please be kind to Edward. He can only take so much.
对，那个已经有2个人在指向那个管家了。也的确是因为那个管家是负责他们的饮食起居习惯的吧？也就是说，如果他喝酒的话，应该也是那管家拿给他喝的吧？还有什么人呢？我已经跟他说了。现在这个 Edward 还没跟他说话哎。Becca 说了，老婆也跟他说话。管家，我欠这个第二儿子，打这个第二儿子。诶，弹琴的那位是不是第二儿子？真的是。Hi. Currently busy. Are you kidding? 看完了没？看完了，可以说话。
Professor Edward Carlyle, can you tell me your whereabouts for last night?
音乐教授来的我这个。
Dreadful business with Zachary. I stay at the local inn. You see, I prefer not to spend the night here at Thornbridge Manor. My brother Gregory came along for a nightcap. He'll never admit it, but I think he understands that I find this whole thing upsetting and wanted to provide some comfort. I believe we went to the Stag's Head around 8:30. Anything else I can do to help?
Can you tell me about
问一
Zachary's
下死
behavior
者，
last night?
I certainly didn't expect him to commit
死
suicide.
者的行为，昨晚
Sure,
行
he
为。
was upset by Mother's supposed death. We were. But he seemed more engaged than usual. You should ask Rebecca. They had a long talk. Did you know that he hadn't left Thornbridge Manor in nearly 50 years? His plants, mother, and the staff, all the company he had. If that's all, I have a speech to write.
哦，问
Did
有
you
没有可疑
notice
的
anything else out
行
of
为
the？ordinary?
You mean
可疑现象。
we came here to bury our mother and she shows up alive and kicking? Zachary found dead in his bed this morning, or perhaps that the planned funeral is still taking place and I have to do the eulogy. And mother will surely have strong opinion on it afterwards. I can't breathe. Excuse me.
问完了，所以现在是可疑的人是谁呢？不可能是这2个了，打叉出来了，剩下4个人而已。Yes, hell, no ambition， 恐怖。我觉得不是这一个吧，不是这一个。这2个女的其中一个吧，或者那管家，这3个人其中一个，我觉得。拍个照，哦 ，paperwork, documents on the Carlyle's assets, recent movements of assets belonging to the media branch of the Carlyle Holdings. 哦，汇通款啊，他们。他在就 Rebecca 在汇空款哦 ，speech scan Edward's speech mother's pretend funeral not match OK， 所以难怪要撇开这个他的2儿子的嫌疑，因为他写的字迹和这个遗书的字迹是假造遗书字迹是不一样的。哦，脚印啊 ，Behind the sitting room。难怪我一直找不到了那个 scan， 还有没有最可疑的地方
Greetings, sir.
还有一个地方 ，God damn， classic cut long coats。地方
And why not do a photo shoot? Because we're all gathered. Talk about messed up multitasking. And who's staring below?
摄影师，我们要拍这些女佣呢？那我就直接上去找这个 Madam。我也要有一个侍卫给我干先吧，干掉一个侍卫就可以了吧 ？OK， 听都没人了。Brick lock and crowbar。可以藏哪里 ？OK， 藏这里面。Body disguise， 丢进去。哈哈。Story objectives. Find the case file. ，lock。哎，他有说了的 ，moose head。大家看一下吧。这里有说，在这个时钟，你会找到号码。那个 telescope 就是望远镜啊。然后 bonfire moose head 有号码吗？clock 我找到是1了。边附近有7哦，看到了，给大家看一下7，然后这一个是1。Lock moose head， 说这个吧。zoom in， 啊哈，看到你了，5号。还有楼上的 telescope 是吧？9号啊。OK，good， 终于了。你要打开这一个 Intel 这里，它才会让你知道。你看，所以先从时钟开始是1 ，telescope 是9， 1975，好，写到了，终于哎呀，915 ，yes， pick up Intel， called Arthur Edwards。
Mission complete. Well done, 47.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. 找出口。什么服装 ？Private Investigator。好的。OK， 穿这件衣服就是王道，办法离开。Locate the exit， 先下去吧。先下去。离开，离开。拜拜。Goodbye, guys. I'm leaving. Drop down. Aha. 终于完完全全的。哦，那个 Lucas Gray 出问题。Go go go！ 哦 ，yes， 终于完了。你欠他，你没欠他东西。
47. Don't respond, just listen. Diana can't help you now. You need to find Olivia. She will know what to do. I wish there had been more time.
怎么一回事？改呢？这个是
Thank you, Miss Burnwood. Now, it's my turn.
哦，被这个 constant 给找到了。
Boss wants you alive.
Yeah? How about now?
Oh shit! GG. 录个死了。
Walk away. Or what? You gonna take us all on?
诶，这是47来的吧？这个，这是主角。
Tell the constant to start running.
哎呀
You think you've won?
，Gray 死掉了。
is out there, and 47 never misses his mark.
Neither do you, Miss Burnwood. That's what makes you valuable.
You're delusional. You think I would betray 47?
Trust me, you owe him nothing.
What is this?
I told you we could help each other, and I meant it. I'll look forward to your call.
啊，亲人来的吧？
Gray is gone. Go to Berlin and stay out of sight.
被抓了咯，死了
For
了。
all that's left now.
这 Gray 牺牲他自己了。That case.